Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game number 1 in a best of 1 series here. It's a 1-game set. It's going to be Romantic versus Sini. Romantic spawning as the purple human player on Twisted Meadows. Meanwhile, Sini spawning as the blue night elf. Well, yesterday I attempted to cast the game and the game was so boring I pretty much started babbling at the end of it. So that's why I'm giving you a bonus cast of WarCraft 3 today. Also, I wanted to address some concerns, some talks that I had talked about in terms of viewership and just revenue. First of all, I'm not hurting for money. Luckily, my normal day job is providing for me. What I'm really hurting on is time, and just the time to be able to do all the things that I want to do in a given day. At this point, or in the past, the time investment made a lot of sense. I was able to, pay for daycare, really make ends meet a little bit tighter. But as the views have dropped, so has the revenue, and it makes things a little bit harder for me. In terms of overall droppage, I would say my revenues dropped anywhere from about 90 to 95%. So yeah, it is a pretty significant drop from my time in the past. But at the same time, I'm still glad that I have you guys as viewers who are able to watch and support me. And I wouldn't really trade this for anything in the world right now. So I will continue to do this at least through the end of the year. And I also did notice if you guys have been following me on Facebook, if you're not, definitely follow me on Facebook. I posted up that article from IGN that said they're trying to remaster WarCraft 3. What that may mean, or what I believe that means, is that they're trying to not reinvent the wheel, not have a new iteration, but really just keep the game alive and fresh. This is really what League of Legends does in terms of being able to have a long-standing game after 5 seasons, but still have it look cutting edge and fresh. So if that is exactly what is being done, really, really good job there. As we now see Romantic stealing the Troll Shadow Priest from off over here. Very nicely done. And now that Troll Shadow Priest is just going to walk away. So yeah, let's go ahead and focus on this game now. Demon Hunter using this Ancient of War, able to clear out this creep camp. Picks up a Scroll of the Beast. Most likely will be sold. Not that great of an item for Night Elf. It is worth 200 gold, and 200 gold you'd rather obviously have that additional item there. Potion of Healing, Potion of Mana, Potion of Invulnerability were perhaps the items that Demon Hunter was looking for. He just didn't get them. No surprise coming in from the Archmage side. It looks as though the Archmage got to level 2, picks up Boots of Quell the Loss. He did not get a Tome of Health, he did not get a Tome of Experience, so that either leaves Agility or it either leaves agility or intelligence, and that actually might be an intelligence. Yeah, so he could easily have 22 intelligence instead of the 24 that he has. So that would be my best guess. Tome of Intelligence right there, as the mana burns coming in fast and furiously onto that Archmage. Archmage now down to pretty much no mana. The mana burns were coming in and hitting so hard, so much damage done to that Archmage that he is a little bit worse for wear, as he is now going to try and venture forth, figure out what he is going to be doing. Items, I believe that the Demon Hunter has a bit of an advantage there. Cloak of Shadows, useful. Scroll of the Beast will most likely be sold. Also, a problem with the Archmage having Boots of Quell the Loss. Well, there is no agility hero for the human players, so that will not turn into 6 additional damage anywhere, as the Archmage now considers his options and is wondering where to head off to next. We may see a mana burn. Nope, no mana burn at all. Archmage sitting at 50 mana, leaving behind a new Water Elemental to keep track of everything. You can see that the Water Elemental there does dissipate due to its time life, as we are now going into a bit of an engagement here. Militia are being called over. Archmage does not have enough mana. Those mana burns did hit a lot and very, very often, as we now see a Wisp off over here, which is quickly gonna get, well, quickly do a little bit of a cancellation there. Archmage now needs to be careful. Demon Hunter quickly gonna run in and perhaps get another mana burn on that Archmage. No, goes after the Troll Shadow Priest. A bit of a surprise there. The Archmage may be able to drop a Water Elemental here if he is careful. No, it does not look like that will be the case. There's a mana burn, but the Ogre Magi will end up getting taken down by the Archmage there. Nicely done, as the Troll Shadow Priest is trying to run away. Archmage now sitting out. Oh, detonation, preventing another Water Elemental, and this is just beautiful, beautiful mana control coming in from the Night Elf. I have never seen the Archmage with more than 125 mana after that initial push. onto that creep camp over there, and the Demon Hunter is just doing a great job maintaining the amount of mana that Archmage has. Without mana, without water elementals, more damage is being dealt to the units, and that is going to be the big issue there. Right, let's take a look over here. We are getting a Huntress now making its way off to the north. Archmage is going to be more than enough to deal with this right here. Oh, a Shadow Meld. A Shadow Meld now preventing any sort of sign over here, as we're going to be looking at what is going to be going down. Look, there is the units now coming off across over here. Archmage going to be hiding off to the north just a bit. There is a reveal, and now the one Huntress is going to be forced to do a bit of a run. Beautifully played once more by the Night Elf to make sure not much has happened. All right, mana burn onto the Archmage. Archmage once again below 125. Going to attempt to take down that Huntress. Huntress down to 135 hit points, but it is nightfall, so regeneration is going to be fast. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter is still running around the map here, trying to maintain and keep the Archmage at bay. The Demon Hunter once again gets a beautiful mana burn off. I don't think he's actually mana burned for less than 50 mana as of yet. And anyone who has controlled a Demon Hunter knows it is very, very easy to get below 50 mana burns on any other type of hero, just because you just can't freely spam it like we see there. All right, Panda now coming in. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. Panda now coming over at level 1. We're going to be taking down or trying to put pressure on all of those footmen. The Demon Hunter should be able to do a lot of cleanup onto these units here. Meanwhile, back off to the north, footmen are going to be defending this town hall here. One arcane tower in the back, a scout tower now being constructed as well, as the Panda may be able to get a handful of Breath of Fires off. There's a Breath of Fire there, causing a bit of a headache once more, as we see a Scroll of Regeneration being used across multiple units, just trying to mitigate as much damage as possible. Let's take a look. Breath of Fire once again, as we see a Troll Berserker getting taken down. All right, Demon Hunter there, Panda there. Panda out low on mana. Demon Hunter may try and turn around, try to fight back here. Archmage still has some mana. He's been using Clarity Potions, and the economic advantage that this expansion is giving him should start to make a very big difference. However, we are not teching the tier 2 as of yet, and we are now looking at what Scout Tower not upgrading to Guard Tower as of yet. We really need to see a Guard Tower. Otherwise, the unarmored units are going to be able to run inside here, with the water elementals being the really only source of piercing damage, and the constant mana burns on that Archmage. It is going to be rather difficult. Back over here, Tree of Life is being constructed at the 3 o'clock location. That's going to be important in order to keep up the economic advantage. Nature's Blessing coming into play as well. I don't believe we are going to be looking at any sort of bears anytime soon. We are just going into Dryads, and perhaps we will see Tree of Eternity momentarily. Bears are most likely going to be the next step, since they are so strong. Dryads, bears, very, very common in that human matchup there, as the Archmage gonna perhaps try and do a little bit of a fight here. Archmage gonna pick up the item and the experience. Beautifully done, as now the Water Elemental trying to get away. It looks like the Water Elemental will just get taken down by, Huntress dealing the final blow, as we are looking at the Archmage now just pulling away back over here. Tech to tier 2 is underway. We are also getting the Masonry upgrade level 1. Archmage is going to quickly scout out this Tree of Life, and with the help of a Water Elemental, should be able to force a cancellation. However, Archmage going to have to deal with Dryads. You can take a look at this Water Elemental off over here. There was one Abolish Magic. There's a second one, as that Tree of Life will get finished. Demon Hunter once more mana burns onto the Archmage. Demon Hunter does not have level 3, so it's only going to be 50-point mana burns instead of the typical 100 that you see in most games at this stage. Panda now getting to level 2. Demon Hunter doing a good job slowing down that Archmage, trying to shut him down here, as the Demon Hunter is still running around in circles. Back inside the main, you can see Goblin Zeppelin dropping a whole bunch of units onto the Ancient of Wind. Repairs now underway. The Footmen already getting into position to try and stop any sort of attacks or any sort of repairs there, as the Demon Hunter now looking to come inside right here. All right, there is another mana burn. All right, is the repairs going to be enough? Hippogriffs down to 7 hit points, not going to be enough there, as we see the one Goblin Zeppelin in the air. If this Goblin Zeppelin actually got poked apart by a Hippogriff over the trees, that would be a sudden burst of experience, as the Archmage What is he going to do here? All he can do is, what, Clarity Potion and get picked back up. He didn't need to unload everything, but he did, as you just saw. Goblin Zeppelin there. All right, Entangling Goldmine off over here. Demon Hunter, well, Panda sitting at level 2, almost level 3. It looks like the drops will be coming in very, very quickly. Oh, no mana burn at all. As we see Abolish Magic trying to come through. Are we going to see that Water Elemental getting taken down? Why isn't the water Elemental getting taken down? That is the big question there, as unit after unit is getting picked up. All right, one Footman is going to be left behind. Water Elemental, is it going to purposely drop itself? He could purposely drop himself off next to the Tree of Life to try and get in an attack there. Meanwhile, let's take a look at that Water Elemental. Not attacked. He is at 16 hit points. Just finish him off, please. Oh, beautifully picked up once more by Romantic. Romantic doing a great job here. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter trying to finish off units. Wisp will get taken down. Archmage once again ignored, as the Demon Hunter still seen at level 2. All right, we still see that Water Elemental. That Water Elemental is still doing some beautiful attacks here. Once again, Demon Hunter finally finishes off. Still seen it at level 2. May be able to get to level 3 as he's trying to finish off another Water Elemental here. All right, Footman, very, very low on hit points. Not falling anytime soon. Really, what unit should you be trying to go after? Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter seen it at level 3. Going to go ahead and take down a Water Elemental there, but the Tree of Life does get taken out. There's a Scroll of Town Portal, as we are now upgrading the castle for the human player. All right, over here, back to the top left. Town Hall here. Arcane Towers. Footman with Defend. No glaive throwers in order to try and take down all of these guard towers here. That is going to be a little bit of a problem. Panda does have level 3, so level 2 Breath of Fire is on the table. Now, if he can get enough Breath of Fires onto the peasants as they are working, that may be enough to actually shoot them down, as the Blacksmith is now taking a lot more damage than preferable. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest quickly runs back here. He's going to be forced to try and heal himself. Bear should be trained, and yes, there they are. There's one bear. There is that mastery training already, as the mana burns are coming in. All right, Hippogriff is now 1 in the air. 1 Hippogriff, all you really need to help deal with that Goblin Zeppelin, as we are still fighting our way through. All right, Glaive Bounce causing a bit of problems here once again. All right, are we getting enough poison damage onto the remaining units? Demon Hunter a little bit low on hit points, trying to retreat back once again. Panda low on mana, but could really get off a Breath of Fire here in just a moment, as we see more and more peasants trying to come in. All right, there is a mana burn again. Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble, down to 117 hit points. Breath of Fire does go through, and let's take a look at this. Demon Hunter down to 73 hit points, down to, wait, what happened? Didn't hit the Demon Hunter. He's going to Staff of Teleportation away. No Staff of Preservation, as the units really want to finish off the Blacksmith to prevent any of the Riflemen or Mortar teams from getting bonus damage. Mountain King now out on the field. Panda may be forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal here in just a moment. As you can take a look, Panda trying to get away. There is a second Stormbolt. Panda definitely in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal is it going to be used? Come on, Panda. Panda down to 70 hit points, 71. It looks like he will. Oh, there is the Scroll of Town Portal right there. Right as the Mountain King was about to attack. There we should see a cancellation on an Ancient of Wonders, as this Hippogriff is now going to be heading back home. 2 bases to 1. 50 over 50 supply compared to 45 over 72. The human army has the better economic advantage, but the standing army of the Night Elf may become the problem. You can see 50 over 50 supply with more Moonwells being built. We should be able to double train those bears in just a moment. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the main base here. This is triple workshops, and this is just a pretty much old-fashioned tank roll-in. The siege engine roll into the Night Elf base, that is going to be causing so many problems unless we start seeing a large number of Ancient of Wars come out from the Night Elf player. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this down over here. Going after the workshops. Workshops taking a lot of damage, and off over here as well. There is a roar, and now the roar giving a little bit of bonus damage as well. Plus 9 damage. True Shot Aura. Plus 12. Plus 7 damage. Really, really high damage all across the board. As we see now, 1 workshop will get taken down. Siege engine is already down though, and are we going to perhaps see the additional siege engines fall? 2nd workshop is going to be pressured as well. Scroll of Town Portal, quick get back home card could be used in just a moment. I don't see any glaive throwers And that really is going to be the issues. Perhaps Ancients of War shouldn't do normal damage. They should do siege damage when they are uprooted. All right, Workshop number 2 will be falling here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Water Elementals, level 3 on the Archmage, going to be very close to level 4. Paladin sitting at level 1. Mountain King sitting at level 1. So 4-1-1 against a level 3 Panda and a level 3 Demon Hunter. Bears, plenty of bears here. There goes one Siege Engine. Another Siege Engine could get taken down here. No real way of trying to take these units down here. And what are the Siege Engine really going to do? They're just going to take damage. And unless they're attacking buildings, they are not very resourceful at all. All right, let's take a look at the remaining army here. Dryads. Huntress is now coming across over here. Siege Engines heading to every which corner of the earth. Of Azeroth. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Siege Engine off over here, taking a lot of damage. May get taken down. No, it does not look like the remaining army was actually in that position there off to the north. Meanwhile, double Water Elemental, Mountain King sitting at level 1, almost level 2. Paladin in the same boat. Once the Ogre Magi's fall, I believe both low-level heroes will be able to get to level 2, but the Dryads are right there. Paladin or Panda shows up to the party, does a whole bunch of damage. Staff of Sanctuary saves a little bit of damage here as we are now doing the bit of the turnaround. All right. Are we going to perhaps see a bit of slow? Yes, we are. Slow there. Staff of Teleportation. Demon Hunter is now arriving to the party. Are we going to see a mana burn? Yes, we are. There's 100 points gone as the Archmage down to 274 hit points. He does have the economic advantage, but he is just having such a hard time running away that the Archmage may not be able to get there. Mountain King comes in with a Stormbolt. Beautiful. But the Demon Hunter may be able to come back across and perhaps get a mana burn as well. This is going to turn into a very big problem in just a moment. Demon Hunter with those Boots of Speed. Are we going to see those mana burns coming in? And there is another Stormbolt there. Demon Hunter should have mana burned something. Is he going to mana burn the Mountain King? Oh, nope, not going to be mana burning any of that, as we now see all the units are in a bit of retreat. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back over here. Huntress is going to get taken down. The Tri-Hero is right there, and he calls game. All right, I believe that was actually a very premature game. Yes, economic advantage definitely in favor of your opponent. Army and units in favor of your opponent as well, but really that was too early the call of a game. I wish I could rewind and figure out what was the actual thought process behind that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you want to continue to support me, I know people have been, some people are adjusting their Patreon pledges. I will try and continue to cast WarCraft 3. Maybe I will continue to cast WarCraft 3 until the remastered version is released and everyone jumps on that bandwagon as well. Maybe I will have enough WarCraft 3 viewers or be recognized by Blizzard enough. If any Blizzard employees are actually watching this, hey, you know I'm local. I'd be glad to show up and take a look at what you guys have to offer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.